word in Psalm 68, verse 5 to 6, saying that He sets the lonely in the families. And so our vision is to get this piece of land, and then we're going to plan it in a way that we build families, and these families will then take care of children. So we'll have a couple, an El Salvador Christian couple that believe they are called to take care of the orphan and abandoned children, and so then they take care of these children, living with them as though they were their own children in the same house. And so each family will have between 6 to 10 children. But in the initial stages we'll maybe have 3, and then keep growing the family, as no family can be formed in one day with 10 children. And then we'll have about maybe seven at least families taking, to begin with, taking care of children between 6 and 10. And we also believe that we want to take children from brand new babies, from 0 to 5 years at least. And then because children have children from Isna, the ones that have been, that have grown. The last time that Charity talked to them, they're saying, well, we have these teenagers, but we don't know what to do with them. And taking teenagers is a whole totally new thing, and it needs a different approach. They have different needs, and they have different problems, and we believe we are called to take care of the brand new children, and children between 0 to 5 years. And also we believe in self-sustainability. And the reason why we need a big piece of land is so that we can cultivate our own crops and be able to provide food with very minimal costs. Other than the cost of producing the food, there shouldn't be any other cost in food other than buying supplementary feeds, like you need chicken, you need meat. But even with chicken, we'll probably have our own small poultry farm, so that we can have the eggs and the chicken to feed the children. And the only cost that will remain will be paying staff and fuel and the major operational costs. But the basic things that we can produce locally, we'll till the land and produce the crops and make sure that the children have enough food to eat. And that's briefly what the vision is.
But you also talked the other night about the village banking.
All right. Okay, I have a business right now going on in Uganda, and what we do is we provide business consultancy services, and we do loan recoveries for banks and any institutions that are involved in credit. For example, if the organization gives up and saying, this is a bad debt, we can't collect this money, we go to study what the loopholes involved before the loan portfolio was written off as a bad debt. And then in most cases it's simply because of not understanding how money operates and not understanding the nature and the culture of the clients. But once you spend a lot of time understanding how people live on a daily basis and how they get their income and how they spend it, then you will actually be able to develop a strategy for you to still collect that money. And so we're actually collecting for Habitat for Humanity in Uganda, and we have a loan portfolio of about probably 2,700 clients. But for El Salvador, we're gonna close, run down the business in Uganda and begin to invest here. But what we want to do here is there are communities, in Chesaltepec where the children's center is going to be, and in different towns around El Salvador, you'll find people along the roadside selling either pupusas, like a small pupuseria, and they're selling different small things. and probably their capital is about you know, $35 to 200 at most, and I mean, and they survive on that. But if they were put together into a group and then trained on how to manage the little that they have, and then add on something small to it, I believe they'll be able to grow into happy people that are, you know, self-sufficient, and also that can, you know, bless other people. And mostly you find these people having a business of $35 to, you know, $200, and they have children to take care of, and so you can just have an imagination of what that family is going through. You know, with $35, you know, business, you know, with 3 or 5 children being taken care of and feeding, and there is rent there. It is unbelievable, but yet it is the reality. I mean, it's the reality on the ground. And so we believe that we can share the little that we have by helping, by organizing these communities into village banks. And the way the village bank operates is these people who are involved in small businesses in a community form a group, and then they get the person leading that group and the person who is like a treasurer. And for whoever wants to join the group has to go through the group. It doesn't go through us. And so the approval and everything is in the group. And so when they get the loan, we give the loan to the group. The group knows who has what need and who can handle how much money. And so then they distribute that money among the members. And so when it comes time to pay back, they pay to the group. So that's why it's called the village bank. And so then once they pay to the group, then the group pays, remits what is supposed to be paid to the main bank back. And that's how the group is going to operate. So if they need, after they have finished that cycle, if they need more money, then they will still approve who needs, you know, how much, and then they make one request, then the money is sent. Now the problem is, if someone does not pay, it is up to the group to find out how to actually cover that person for that month, to make sure that their group will still qualify to get money in the next cycle. And so that is the guarantee, because these are kind of people that you can say, okay, I need to know, you need to have your, you know, land title attached to the loan. There's nothing like that. There's basically, they don't own anything other than, you know, $35 or $75 business that they have. So it is our guarantee is that they are working in a group, and the group will take care of whoever is defaulting. So I mean, people work best if they are put in a group with people that they know. They know how to, you know, go around things. And you know, with El Salvador, things get pretty complicated. Yeah. So yeah. So if you leave it in their own hands, then they know best how to handle it.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. Now you have to introduce yourself, both of you.
Okay. I'm Okuru Patrick from Uganda. Full-time missionary here in El Salvador, and we meet my wife.
And my name is Charity Therese Okuru, and I'm from Canada.
What's your last name?
Okuru.
Okay. I'm not going to try to say that, but...
See.
You guys are beautiful on camera.
Yes.
Any questions for us?
I don't have any questions. Do you have anything you want to say, Charity? You could at least greet our people back at home, because we're going to be praying for you.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, and thank you so much for your prayers. We definitely need them and appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you also for the work that you are doing, and for sending these great men to El Salvador and to be such a blessing here. To add on about the ministry, actually, I could add that part of our vision about putting children into families and raising them as children of God with an identity in a family and knowing God as their Father, that sort of our main vision is to bring hope to the hopeless and to lead the orphan to the fatherhood of God. And that's who we are. And the name of our organization is Una Nueva Vida, which translates to a new life. So it's a New Life Christian Children's Center.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.